So thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. It brings me great pleasure and excitement to share this Business Made Easy presentation. And I'm going to do my best to keep it within the hour. I'm even going to shoot for 40 minutes. So it's going to be pretty quick. And there might be parts that you miss, but never fear, it is recorded and there's going to be an opportunity at the end to ask questions. In the meantime, feel free to use the chat window. So to get started exploring the opportunity with doTERRA, asking you guys the questions, what is it that comes with the best part about running your own business? For me, it's the ability to be able to express my own creativity and create the life of my dreams and to do what I'm passionate about. And it's the freedom to be able to do those things. And then also this is, cutting straight to the point here. How do you feel about network marketing? And the reason why I say, cutting straight to the point here, because for me, I thought it was one of those sleazy, slimy salesy pyramid schemes. And I knew it was a no for me until I was introduced to doTERRA, and it was because of health concerns and for health reasons. And there was a product that worked for us. And then I found that doTERRA was different, and it was focused of being in service and helping others. And it wasn't about pushy sales at all. So what intrigues you about the opportunity? For me, I was intrigued by the oils and the excitement of working with these plant medicines, and them being natural. It also aligning with a passion of mine in natural health and helping others, and not having side effects by getting to play with these oils all day. I wasn't covering myself in engine grease or working under fluoro lights around Wi-Fi and all of those things. And what would residual income mean for you and your family? For me and my family, it's provided the opportunity to live in paradise, essentially living on this Sunshine Coast, and do what we love to do. We love to bike ride. We love to be out in nature. We love to be together, exploring and having experiences together, rich in time and opportunity, and also the connections that we've formed in our journey as well have just been amazing. And it's so good to see all of your faces today, the familiar faces and some fresh names and faces as well. So financial freedom, I'm going to ask you the question, and you can internally reflect here. Where do you sit now? Are you trading hours for dollars? Are you hauling buckets? I know for me, I really love the idea of doTERRA having no glass ceilings, because I worked in a job getting paid a wage in a job description, and it didn't matter how hard I worked, I still earned the same amount of money at the end of the day. So I really love the idea of doTERRA having no limits at all. Like I used to say, the sky's the limit, but it's not. Like, let's think beyond that. Let's think really big. There literally are no limits. So why partner with doTERRA? A lot of you here who have been using the oils for some time now, that they are the best in the business. They are the highest quality grade essential oils in the market. And they also buck the trends when it comes to network marketing, the network marketing industry. doTERRA actually chose to not be affiliated with the network marketing industry body because they set the intention to do network marketing differently and focus on being in service to others, and focus on a huge loyal customer base, and not necessarily be pushing the business like a lot of other network marketing businesses do. So that sat really well with us. And not only that, they are the largest essential oil company in the world, and they're largely responsible, actually solely responsible for the trend in essential oils being used across the world. And you'll probably notice that there's a number of essential oil businesses that have popped up, and other businesses that are starting to do more essential oils, which I think is really cool. It's just raising the awareness, right, that essential oils can be used as plant medicine, support us mentally, emotionally, physically, and even spiritually. But remembering there is a large difference between these other essential oils and the doTERRA essential oils still to this day. And another really cool thing that I love about doTERRA, and there's a big difference between other network marketing businesses or other essential oil companies, is their solid team of leaderships, their ethics and their values just being absolutely second to none. So there's also the co-impact sourcing model. They have a sourcing model that is like no other, and it spans the entire globe. They 2/3 of the communities they work with, they work cooperatively with farmers rather than going in and buying a farm or sourcing all of their oils and their raw produce from locally, from farms that they own. And I love this model because it's such beautiful business to work in cooperative with developing countries and communities in need to provide year-round wages, food and shelter and clothing and schooling and so many other cool things that they provide through the Healing Hands Foundation, as well as providing the highest quality and grade essential oils are available in the market because they are sourced from their Aboriginal country. So questions that you might have: how much money do I make? How much time is involved? Can this work for me? And then what is the next step? So I've been doing this for 8 years now, and I'm always looking at ways to improve myself and the way that I do business. And I'm really excited about this framework that we have more been leaning into. And it makes it so simple and effective to be able to build a business, to either um, earn your product for free, supplement or replace and even multiply your income. And it truly is as simple as doing these 4 steps. How deep you go into making this your own, and each of these space is completely up to you. But there is a proven framework that works. So you can either choose to pay for your product, and you're looking at 3 to 5 hours per week. That doesn't need to be forever, because it's eventually going to get residual, and you're just going to be able to pay for your product what we call in doTERRA AR balance, or accounts receivable balance. And that's literally money that sits in your doTERRA account you can buy a product with. And I highly recommend that everybody sets this as their first goal to work towards, even if they decide that they want to take over the world with their essential oil business and natural health business. Let's start out by paying for your product. Some people are going to achieve that really quickly. Do you want to supplement your income? And we're looking at to around about the silver rank there. I'll talk about ranks in a moment. Or do you want to replace your income? And we're looking at gold rank or above there, and 15 to 30 hours a week. Obviously, the harder and smarter you work, the faster and potentially more income that you make. But it doesn't necessarily mean you have to work more than 30 hours a week. If you're doing the activities that get results, then you are going to earn a generous income that becomes residual over time. So could this work for you? The first thing that I ask people: are you passionate about natural health and essential oils? That's a good start. Do you care about others? Do you want to help people? I worked in IT for 10, well, 12 years. Um, and the thing I love most about that is I got to help people, you know, with their IT. So that really complemented my values in helping people and doing that with natural solutions. And can you follow a system and get things done? Now, this is a very important question, because you can easily get lost in the possibilities of what you can do, and this is where the freedom and the fun exists, right? To create whatever you desire, but it's also important to have a system that you can easily follow and teach to others. I'm not sure if you guys have read or heard of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This image is basically his cash flow quadrant of being an employer and trading hours for dollars. And that's traditionally how the majority of the population uh, work and are conditioned to work, through our schooling, through our belief systems, through fear as well. They want to get a stable income, so they sometimes get stuck in the employee quadrant. And then some people get brave and they step out of that space and go into the self-employed space, and that's awesome. They get a little bit more freedom. It feels good. They got no bosses. They can express their creative desires a little bit more. And then you step into the business owner quadrant, where you can really start to leverage residual income and systems, and multiply your efforts by sharing something that you're passionate about and what works. And that's essentially what we are doing in doTERRA. Um, I don't know about you, but I'd rather have a system where money works for me, rather than me slaving for somebody else and them cashing in on my efforts. So here's the dilemma. When we get stuck in that employee quadrant, right? Um, these are some US stats, but they're very close to the Australian stats. Australian stats are around about $60,000 per year to be able to retire comfortably, and that's for 25 years. So let's just say you want to retire when you're 60. Who wants, yeah, maybe you want to work part time till you're 67, which is then the current retirement age that seems to be always getting pushed back. Um, I know I don't really want to be working full time and working really hard for somebody else up until the age of 67. So working on my nest egg is something that's really important to me. So I can do the things that I'm passionate about at an age that I desire. Um, so if you are working your little butt off for all those years, basically we're not going, the average person, a very, very small percentile of people actually are able to retire comfortably in the lifestyle that they desire. Um, in fact, only 2% of people make it to that point, and 98% of the other people depend on the pension and other things like that. So why network marketing? Why doTERRA? Because you don't need to stock oils. You don't need to be, you don't have need to have a retail shop front. There are proven frameworks and systems that work. You also have leadership within myself and the other leaders in our community, and also the greater doTERRA community and corporate, and then some, and then some. Like, there is that much support that is on hand in doTERRA. And the cool thing with doTERRA is all the leaders and the whole entire community are supportive of each other. It doesn't matter if you're from my team or you're from outside of my team. I don't care. I'm happy to help. And that's the attitude that the whole entire doTERRA community has. And that's another reason, or another thing, that makes them so beautiful and unique. And there's low startup costs. Can you tell me another business where you only need $184 to get started? You don't need to go out and get a $50,000 business loan or anything like that. You just need to get a family essentials kit. That's it. And then and start building up your oil collection and being proactive about your health with your loyalty rewards program. It is very, very low startup costs. And one of the main differences when you're looking at a traditional business to a network marketing or direct sales business. So like I was saying before, the opportunities are literally limitless. Now, this is up to Presidential Diamond, but there's people who have done this times by 3. And the amounts of money that they earn are just ridiculous, like absolutely ridiculous. But you don't have to be the granddaddy Pumbaa, triple Presidential Diamond if you don't desire. If you don't want that, you don't have to do that. But there is literally no limit to what you can earn. So if the 7 income isn't for you, and you just want to earn your product for free, or maybe supplement your income a little bit, then you can look at these ranks up to Premier and Silver, and these guys are getting their product paid for, and you're looking at a average income of between $800 to $2,000 at those ranks with good structure. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. And then if you want to go beyond that and you want to replace your income, and if you look at the gold rank, this is where we decided when we got to gold that we were going to go for it. And we quit our full-time jobs, of which we were working part-time on doTERRA for 2 years to get to that point. And we went for it using a program called Diamond Club when we were gold, to just jet propel our business up to the diamond level and really learn the foundations of the business, and turn our business from a part-time gig on the side to a full-time thriving business. Now Renee and I are blue diamonds, and depending on whether we hit either diamond or blue diamond in a month, we're looking between $20,000 to $35,000 in a month. So very generous wage that we're very grateful for. Now, the first time, or the first thing, the first way that you get paid in doTERRA is called the Fast Start Bonus. And this is one of the 2 ways that we focus on when you first get started with doTERRA. And it's really quite simple. You get a percentage of what people buy in the first 60 days of their enrollment. So you're going to get 20% of the PV value of their enrollment kit. And if they jump on the monthly rewards program in the second month they enroll, because you can't do it in the first month, then you're going to get 20% of that order as well. So you're looking at about $47 Australian for the Home Essentials kit, which is the most common and popular kit. But then it also becomes a little bit of residual income as well. And this gets paid weekly. So when you teach a woman to fish, or teach a man, teach a woman, then you actually get, and they're your personal enrollment, then you get 10% of what the people they enroll. And then when they teach someone, then you get 5%. So this works up to 3 levels down based on enrollment. And this is just a weekly income that just continues to roll in once you are teaching people how to get people started in doTERRA. And then there's the power of 3. And what this does is this teaches us how to structure. And the first thing you want to go for in terms of structure is earning your level one $50 power of three. And this is US $50. So it works out to be about $70, $80 Australian. And I know you're not going to retire on this, but it is going to help earn your product for free. So this is why this is one of our first goals. And then once you've earned yourself the power of three, then we teach others how to earn the power of three. And this is where we get a structure that is solid and stable, and also provides a solid and stable income on a monthly basis as well. And then the next way that we earn in doTERRA is uni level. Now, uh, I've been doing doTERRA now for 8 years, and I can tell you, to wrap my head around how uni level and standard compression and dynamic compression and all those things work, I swear you need a degree to do that. It took me a number of years. So I'm just going to say, you don't need to know how this works in finer detail, but what you do need to know is the compensation plan is designed to work in your favor. And this is where the money comes in large portions over time, though. Um, when you first get started, I remember even up to silver level, I would look at our uni level pay and it was like $13. And I would just go, my gosh, like that's that's terrible. But now I look at my uni level pay and it's more around like the $10,000 mark. So this happens over time. And unlike other network marketing businesses, doTERRA actually flipped their percentage model. So you'll notice that you get a higher percentage lower down where you have more customers and more people. Whereas a lot of other network marketing businesses, you get paid a lot of money early on in the journey. doTERRA, it takes a bit longer. So those who remain loyal and consistent, they reap the benefits over the long term. And then the other way that we get paid very generously in doTERRA is through the leadership performance pools. And the best way to think about this is doTERRA will never go to the public share market. It's always the advocates, the people who share doTERRA, that are going to be the ones who reap the rewards. It's never somebody who's just, I'm going to invest in doTERRA and I'm going to get dividends at the end of the year, at the end of the month, however often they get paid. So that's really cool. I love how we get paid a portion of the shares of doTERRA's income and profits. And then we have an updated way of being paid. And this is something that's only just come in the last couple of years. And it's designed to reward silver, premier, and gold leaders who are actively enrolling or introducing people to the oils. And potentially they can double the amount of their leadership bonus at these levels. So it makes it compelling to share, introduce, enroll, or get somebody started with a kit of oils, just one person per month. And people get rewarded for that. So I love this new empowerment bonus. So in terms of goals with Power of Three, so what you can see on the screen here, it's comparing the percentage of how, if you were to invest and you get like the average of 5% return, how much time and money you would need to do over that period in comparison to Power of Three. I'm not going to focus on that. What I'm going to share in terms of Power of Three is the amount of volume or people you need in comparison to uni level and the amount of pay that you get. So to earn $1,500 in uni level, you need something like 30,000 volume overall, which is around about $45,000 in sales in a monthly basis. And then if we Compare that to Power of Three, you've got a volume of about 6,000, which is around about $8,000 in monthly sales. So Power of Three and the level 3 bonus, it makes more sense to focus on that rather than uni level when you are first building, structuring your business, especially if you're just looking to have your oils paid for, earning that level 1 Power of Three. And that's as simple as just sharing the benefits of the loyalty rewards program with 3 other people. Then you're going to get paid $70 to $80 Australian on a monthly basis. And that's well over half of your monthly order, depending on how much you love the oils and how much you use, of course. $80 wouldn't be half of my order. So as a 10-year plan goes, and this is something that Renee and I have always aimed for and shared in our doTERRA journey, because there's some people out there that grow to diamond in 6 months. You know, sometimes it's insane, and that's like a month or something like that. And you just think, how is that even possible? We grew to diamond in 3 years, which, you know, some people said to us, my gosh, how did you do it so quickly? And other people in our leadership circle in the community are like, oh yeah, I got to diamond in 8 months, or, you know, a year. And we're like, whoa, how did you do it that quick? That's amazing. Everybody has a different journey, but I really like the philosophy of it not being a race and just slowly chipping away using a proven framework or system that works, and making it a 10-year plan to go for whatever it is that you desire. It doesn't need to be presidential diamond, but it can be if you want. So what is the next step? I know a lot of you here today already have a wholesale account, which is a good start. You've already got the oils in your life. That's awesome. And the next thing that you need is you need to set up a 100 PV LRP. And the reason why you need to have that template saved at all times is so you get paid by doTERRA. So if you're introducing the oils and you're getting people started with the kit of oils, if you don't have 100 PV LRP set up, then you're not going to get paid. doTERRA has been good in the past, and they do provide a little bit of leeway. They give you a one-off grace if you don't have that saved, and they say, don't do that again. But please make sure you have 100 PVRP saved at all times. And if you don't have a wholesale account, this is where you get a kit. Choose your kit, reach out to the person who introduced you to the oils, and get them to help you to choose a kit that's suitable to you. We started with the oil sharing kit, and that was negotiated between us. That was a $1,300 kit from memory. And we pretty much just used that ourselves, because we weren't network marketing professionals when we first started. We didn't know what we were doing. And we just played and we learned and we grew. So there was a lot for us to learn and grow into. And my recommendation these days for people who want to do the business is still the Home Essentials kit, and then grow your collection up over LRP over time. And then obviously tapping into our existing resources. We do weekly continued education. We're running a Learn and Earn program, which goes from March through to May. I'm going to share a little bit more about that in a moment. We do monthly calls, team calls, in our Share Build group. And you can start off, if you haven't done this already. We're going to share a bit about this and focus in some of the skills in making your list, refining your list, coming up with a plan to contact your list and sampling these people. This is where it all begins. And then, of course, you can reach out to me, byron@pureoils.com.au, and 0468 894 774 is my number. So this is our community that we have online that's available for anybody to access. You can take a picture of this, or flick me an email or a PM. I'm happy to share any of this with you guys. More recently, I'm working on a members page on our website, pureoils.com.au. Reason being is because I want to have an online platform that people can benefit from that isn't on social media. I love social media and I love the connection that it's provided for us, for our community over the years. But I also realize that not everybody loves and uses social media. So we have this online platform on our website that's open to our community, that we're at this stage building up and uploading all of our continued education series into. The Learn and Earn program will also be accessible through our members page as well. You can also subscribe to our mailing list. I try to get something out at least monthly in that space, and you can subscribe to that on our website too. And like I mentioned before, we meet monthly for our team call. And this is just a really good opportunity to share upcoming events, give a shout out to people that are achieving their first steps and big milestones, and ask any questions that you have that are either oil or business related. We also talk about oils in this call as well. And like I was saying before, I was going to share a little bit more about our getting started program, Learn and Earn, which is from March through to May. And it's all about just helping support you guys on your journey with doTERRA. Taking those first steps and learning a system that is proven, and it's duplicable as well, and it's really, really simple. So I highly recommend that if you're just getting started, or perhaps you are restarting. And to be honest, like, I'm going to be completely transparent here, guys. Like, with the way that things have been with the change in the changes that we're experiencing due to COVID, it almost feels like I'm restarting again. And quite often I do feel like that. And I have set the intention to restart, reset, refresh, because oftentimes if you keep on doing the same old thing, and you expect different results, you're not going to get them. So in business, you need to be dynamic. You need to be adaptive and change to the market needs. So I'm looking forward to doing this with you guys, and leveraging some of the things that we're going to be teaching as well, because you got to walk the walk to talk the talk. So I'm going to be doing this with you. So really excited to do the Learn and Earn program with Jody Crowley, my sister-in-law. She is my partner, not in crime, in building and sharing and helping you guys in this instance. But you can register for our Learn and Earn program through our website, and this URL, take a picture or write it down. I think make sure you use capitals. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work without the capitals. And I want to thank your time, as I have a little munchkin come into the office right now, and just let you know that you are part of a. Okay. Oh, look, ice cream. You're part of a community of like-minded people that are all here to help and support each other. And I really look forward to being on this adventure with you guys, and want to thank you for your time. Thank you so much.